difference between living in the moment and living for the moment. It's a really important distinction, at least from my perspective, because when I think about living in the moment, I am in the space that I'm in with everything that's there, in that acceptance space where it doesn't have to be a great place. It's just the space that I'm in with the only thing I have to pay attention to is the stuff that I can control in that moment right now. Where living for the moment seems to me to be about being in a space where nothing matters but what's happening right there. And so tomorrow doesn't matter. It's just about what I'm doing right now. And the thing about that perspective that doesn't really work for me is that that idea seems to negate responsibility. It's really not about accepting where I'm at. It's kind of this fantasy thing about how the only thing that matters is what I'm doing right now, and it can create a whole lot of trouble because it's not about me taking responsibility or me being accountable for where I am or me being in an acceptance place around what's actually going on in my life. So, and I know that I hear this coming up a lot, and it can be confusing when people think about the idea. Like, for example, people talk about how do you plan if you're just in the moment. Well, planning is about noticing and being aware of what you're. So planning, I use the example, planning is like the difference between you go to the grocery store and you buy all your groceries. You don't necessarily cook all that food when you get home. And I know that's a privilege example because there's not just because I can do that doesn't mean everyone can do it. However, I use that example because it's an acknowledgement of the fact that you can plan for what might happen without living in that space. So when I'm planning for what might happen tomorrow, I'm not in tomorrow. I'm just planning for what I might need should tomorrow arise in a way that seems consistent with how it may be. But I'm not like, I'm just going to go out and spend all my money right now because the only thing that matters is this moment right now. So that's something to think about, the difference between living for the moment and living in the moment. That's what's next with Dr. Joel for Knowledge Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow with Back to Basics Sunday. Hope everybody's having a great day.